Hey guys, welcome back to the Nerdy Dad Blog. I'm Dan, and today on this episode of What's on Your Feet, I'm going to be sharing a couple of pickups that I grabbed from the Nike outlet. So here we go. So I picked up a couple of boxes from the Nike outlet. Both of them are the Pippens. The first one is the Pippen 6, which was running at $150, and it was on sale for $79.99. I thought it was a great deal, and Scottie Pippen's one of my favorite basketball players of all time. The second Jordan. I grew up in Chicago during the Six Rings when they won all those championships. And I think something about Scottie Pippen I just related with him. I mean, because he was always known as the sidekick. But, I mean, he was just really underrated as a basketball player and the contributions he made to that run. So, this is the Pippen 6, and it's an all-red silhouette. And, I'm not going to really go into the detail of everything. I remember seeing this when I was a child, and just to see this at the outlet this time around was pretty awesome. It's got the Pippen logo on the top. It's got this thing as well. I think it's to, when you tie the laces, it's for extra, tightening of the laces. Then the bottom also has the Pippen logo, and the treads look pretty cool. The air bubble looks really awesome as well. I do like the design of the bubble swoosh. I remember seeing a lot of that in the 90s. The toe box has like this soft nubuck, really, like, I'm not sure if it's leather or nubuck style, but it's a really soft feel to it. And then you have this wood grain feel on the side. Then you have this metallic plating on the side to break up all that red. But I just saw this and I was like, Scottie Pippen, I gotta get this. And for $79.99, it's not a bad deal. Not a bad deal at all. I do love the gold eyelets for the laces, and then then it has the gold tips for the laces as well, and has red and black speckling for the laces as well, which is also a cool touch. Really cool pickup. I'm really happy to have these. And then inside, for added stability, it has the elastic for the tongue, so you get added stability for the ankle. And I'm going to actually show a more in-depth video later on in this segment, but really, really cool pickup. And actually, that's how they both look together. I'm really ecstatic to have these. Got this at the, if you're in the Chicago area, I got these at the Rosemont Fashion Outlets. And just an amazing find for myself, actually. I mean, I used to collect a lot of sneakers back in the day. And truth be told, I was a bit of a hype beast, buying all the things that I wasn't really interested in just because there's a lot of hype. But coming back into this, I think I'm more excited about Pippens than I am about Jordans. Because everybody's excited about the Jordans, but Pippen was my guy. I mean, Pippen, I so underrated. Probably my favorite basketball player next to Michael Jordan. All right, so these are the Pippen 6s. Definitely go check these out at your local Nike outlet for sure. And if you're wondering why my voice is so subdued or not really loud, I just put my daughter down to sleep for nap, so I don't want to wake her up Hopefully she gives me enough time to finish this video. Alright guys, so here's my other pickup, and my fiance actually bought this for me. Really surprised me when we were at the outlet. So ecstatic to have this in my collection now. And normally I wear a size 13, and as you can tell from the other box, let's see here. So the other box I got a 12.5, which fits really well on my foot. So I wear it in between like a 12, in between a 12, 12.5, 13. It just really depends on the fit of the shoe. Because some of them are true to size, some of them you have to wear larger, get larger sizes or smaller sizes. But this fit really well. And normally I wear a size 13, but I fit a 12 really well. And this is the original Air Pippins. And they were going for, on retail, they were going $165. We got this for $109.99. Great deal. My eyes lit up once I saw these. I saw 2 Pippins, and I was like, I gotta get them. Like, I haven't bought shoes in a long time. And I like that like all the non-Jordan releases have this orange box nowadays. It reminds me of like the 80s and 90s. This is the shoe box that I grew up seeing. And I know it's probably for, cheaper packaging or whatever. But I remember seeing boxes like this when I grew up. Just the orange, just the plain orange boxes with the Nike swoosh and the Nike logo. So let me open this up and show you guys what I got. So of course it has the tissue, and if you go to an outlet store, a Nike outlet, typically the tissue is beat up because tons of people go through the boxes trying to look for what's the best good looking shoe over there. Sometimes you'll have ripped up boxes, but I didn't really care about the tissue or the box because as long as the shoe's fine, I'm happy. So, oh man, look at that. Beautiful. So beautiful. Like, I mean, if you're familiar with the 90s, and I grew up in the 90s, one of the particular patterns or the trends that going on during that time is this suede. Like the nubuck suede that were always on the basketball shoes. Just beautiful. Really cool design, bulky, and a lot of patterns that are not very familiar, that are very not apparent during present time because all the differences in technology. But I did like this because it just reminds me of my childhood, and I couldn't afford this when I was younger. So just to have this in hand is just, I'm so grateful to have this. I mean, the bubble, that's familiar with the 90s. And of course the Pippen logo, which is one of the coolest logos. Then you got this this pattern on the side, a bubble logo that breaks up the suede. You got the Pippen logo on the back. You got the air bubble on the bottom. The soles look really cool. Got the bubble on the bottom as well. And another thing about the air bubbles is like eventually the air bubbles are going to pop. I mean, you have them long enough, they're going to pop. But I think just for me, I just like, what, I'm just going to cherish this because I didn't have this when I was a kid. Pippen was my guy. He's still my guy. And just to have this, the Pippen 1s and the 6s in my hand, in my collection, it's going to be amazing. When my fiance bought this for me, she was like, are you going to actually wear these or keep this in your collection for a while? I'm like, yeah, I mean, I will wear them, but not in the winter. It gets really, I mean, we get a lot of snow over here and a lot of salt, and salt breaks up the rubber and eats away at the nubuck. So definitely not anytime soon because the winter's coming. But I could see this, I could see myself wearing this in the summer. yeah, I mean, I want to preserve how beautiful this looks for a while. I'm just yeah, I think going forward as like a sneakerhead on the budget, um, I'm not that excited about Jordans anymore. I'm excited about Pippins, and if Nike ever releases more Pippins, I'll be on the lookout for sure. Um, yeah, happy to have these. I missed out on the Pippin twos, I think, with the air on the side. I'm not sure if this is a Pippin twos or threes. I know my favorite Pippins of all time are just the simplistic, the minimalist design where it was all leather, and then just the simple design on the side. I'll share pictures on it. I'm not sure if I could really express it well, but let me show you guys both shoes side to side. And that's just beautiful. Hey guys, so here are the Pippin sixes, and now I could just recreate how I saw these on the shelf. So this is how I saw them on the shelf. They were closed box, of course, and I saw the Pippin 6, and then I saw 12.5, which was like, okay, I could totally fit that because I wear around the 13, and I saw that it was going for $79.99, so I had to indulge. So taking the box, it just has just a very simple Nike box, and it seems like this is the trend for Nike going forward. I'm not sure if this is the trend for just the outlet stores or all Nike shoes in general, but it looks like they're saving on just like boxes and the packaging and putting more effort into the shoes itself, which I'm totally happy about. And I could care less about the box. I mean, I don't even care if the box is all bent. And then if you go to a Nike outlet or any outlet store, you can tell like the tissue is all ripped up, because tons of people just go through the boxes and just rip them to shreds. High traffic areas for people just looking for good deals. So I took them out of the box, and this is what they looked like. And hopefully you guys could see this better from the first segment of this video. But I thought these were a really good looking shoe. I love the color combination of red and black. Born and raised in Chicago, been a Chicago Bulls fan my whole life. And I do love the red and black, and the gold, the just breaking up that color combination. I do love the metallic, side panel that breaks up the nubuck and the leather. I do love how all of these different fabrics and shapes work together to make a cohesive shoe, and a really good looking shoe at that, in my opinion. The Pippen logo I love. If you could get a better shot there. And I do love the laces too. I forget what this thing is called, but I do know it's used to tighten the laces, when especially if you're using this to play ball. I'm gonna wear this to play, just for fashion, because this is something I'm gonna cherish for a while. If I wear this to play ball, it's gonna get beat up really quickly. But I do love the silhouette of it. A very 90s shoe. Very, like they have the like if you were familiar with the Jordan 12s, let's have this the threading on the leather. It just reminds me of that. The air bubble, which is a trend for like a lot of the 90s basketball shoes during that time. Then you also have this cool tread on the bottom. Definitely made for indoors. I don't think you'll be successful wearing this outside. But that's just me. If it really depends on your skill set. And then a larger logo on the bottom the Pippen. And if I get some shots of it side by side, that's a side view. Get the back shot. Just a really good looking shoe in my view. And there's the bottoms. Oh, if I could get that. Oop, 1 second, guys. There you go. And these are my Pippen 6s. Got them for a great deal at the Nike outlet at Rosemont at the fashion outlets. Yeah, just a great shoe. I love these. And here's another look at them before I store them away. Another look at them in box. Alright, so on to the Pippen 1. So, in keeping with that theme, this is what the box looked like on shelf. So, originally this was going for, let's see here, $165, and it went down to $109.99, which is a pretty good deal in my view. Here's a side view of the box. And this box is in a little better shape than the other box. You just got a small dent here. It's a pretty good looking box, I would say. No huge creases, just that small ding on the side. But I don't really care about those things, really. Okay, and then of course the tissue is all ripped up. Yeah, see? People going through boxes looking for deals. And this is what it looked in box. What it looked like, I'm sorry. Okay, so if I could just take that out of the box. Hopefully you don't rip up the tissue any more than it already is. Okay, if I can just get that to the side. And this is what it looked like, what these looked like outside of the box. Let's get that to the side. And you know what? These remind me a lot of the Griffies. If you're familiar with the Air Griffies from that time period, these remind me a lot of the Griffies. And as I said, I love black and red. That's my favorite combination because I'm born and raised in Chicago. Been a Chicago Bull fan all my life, and this is just adding to that motif. And I love this shoe. Just really simple, but also very intricate in itself. Simple because there's not too many colors, and that works because it has a very intricate design. And I've seen other colorways where it has a lot of color, a lot of different colors and hues to it, and doesn't really succeed as much as this does. So it's a good contrast between just three different colors and an interesting design. It works really well. The logo on the back, you can see in the air on the bottom. Soft rubber side panel. Air bubbles really nice, intact. Nike swoosh logo, bubble logo, of course, 90s. And this is what I'm solely missing from shoes nowadays: stitched swoosh logo. Everything now is printed. I want to bring back the swoosh logo, the sewn in logo. I like that better. There's a side view of the air bubble. the side panel. Here's the design, really cool. I love the vents on the toe box, for good ventilation, and then the mesh on the top. 90 shoes, in my view, were the best. And I'm not knocking the shoes nowadays, but it's like I'm very picky about the shoes nowadays. I grew up with this, like a certain style in mind. And everything falls back into nostalgia with me. So here's a side view, front view. If you guys can see that, let me pull out so you guys can see a little more of the design. There you go, that's a little bit better. Let's get that design too. Trying to focus. There you go. And then here's the back view. Sorry about that. Here's the back view. And the tongues. So instead of, sometimes they'll have these, I'm not sure what they're called, but these tabs on the back to help you put on the shoe, so you could pull it around your ankle. But it's interesting that they have this in the front. A little bit different. And then sole. Here's a shot of the sole. Cool design, really cool. Then you could even press the air bubble from the bottom. The Pippens aren't in as high demand as the Jordans, of course, but in keeping with that idea, I mean, back in the day, like not really too far back in the day, a few years ago, when I was real heavy into buying a lot of shoes, all I would buy was Jordans, and I think I'm as excited about getting these. I think even more excited about getting these than I am about the Jordans, because everybody's buying the Jordans, but not many people are buying the Pippens. And so I'm happy to see these on sale. So thanks, guys. That was my shoe haul and shoe unboxing for the day. I hope you enjoyed it. Whenever I have some pickups, or even me sharing my collection, I will add to this series of What's on Your Feet. Please do all the good things of liking or subscribing, and thanks for watching.